Hey everybody. So, freaking Georgia Tech has hired themselves an AD. The guy's name is Batt, not Jay or something like that. Just the letter J is this guy's name apparently. And I I can't figure out what's going on with that, but his name is Jay and his last name is Batt, B-A-T-T, and he's our new AD. Otherwise known as Batman, and that's how I'm going to refer to him as from now on, because that's what his Twitter handle is. It's Batman, Batman, and it's kind of funny. So Batman, and guess what? He comes from freaking Alabama, which is, I mean, you can't get no better than that, can you? No, I'm not gonna act like I know anything about AD searches or anything like that, but when you take from Alabama, I mean, that's a good sign, right? I guess. Well, this guy, he was the deputy athletic director. I think he was like the second, in charge there at the AD position at at Alabama. We didn't actually take their athletic director. We took their, deputy athletic director. But it's still pretty exciting. He had a big hand in what they do in football down there. But, of course, Alabama is a whole different kind of beast than Georgia Tech. And this hire kind of came out of freaking nowhere. I've looked at everything, all the candidates and everything, and I had never heard of Jay Batman as a candidate for the Georgia Tech job. It was not on any list or anything, so this kind of came out of left field. And from what I've heard, from what I've read, this is an extremely good hire, so that's good news, right? Batman he is regarded as a really good fundraiser. He did that so for everywhere he's been, is a fundraising type guy, which is what we need because Georgia Tech's athletic budget is kind of one of the big things that is hamstringing our program. And so if we can get him to come in there and get some money flowing through the program, get our budget sorted out, because yes, we're still in huge debt from this stadium expansion we did in the 90s. Still in debt for that, and it's kind of hampering our athletic budget. And so it's a whole bunch of boring crap nobody freaking cares about. I'm trying to watch football, man, and all these politics and stuff kind of bores me. And look, I'm talking about strictly football here. Like, I love other Tech teams, and I wish them well. But football is kind of what I care about the most. So he's going to have some work to do with those other sports. Our women's sports are all really good. But I'm going to be just talking about football here, okay? So Jay Batt, this might be a great hire for the money side of things. Jay Batt has never freaking had to hire a football coach or worried about that because, well, he come from Alabama, and he hadn't had to worry about building a program. He got there in 2017, the year they freaking won a natty. So he's never had to worry about hiring a coach or being in charge of anything like that. And obviously that's going to be something that he has to figure out coming in here, because we're at a very crucial moment in our program here where we got to make a good hire. And look, I just hope he doesn't bring Bill O'Brien. Okay, I know he knows Bill O'Brien. He works over there at Alabama right now. Bill O'Brien is obviously a name that's brought up in recruiting. Well, in my top 10 coaching search video, Bill O'Brien was one of the ones that I did not want as the next head coach. I think he's kind of a bum. I just don't want him. I just don't, okay? Alabama's offense sucks, and they got all this 5-star talent, and he pretty much squanders it all. It's a good thing he has my man freaking Jahmyr Gibbs, or else they would be, they'd have 2 losses. Facts. So, I do not want Bill O'Brien to come over, but he is coming over from Alabama. Apparently, he's pretty good at fundraising. Apparently, this is a freaking splash hire by Georgia Tech. And look, from what I've read and seen and everything else, remember a couple weeks ago when president of the school, President Cabrera of Georgia Tech, said that, in firing Todd Stansbury and Jeff Collins, that we are going to, get we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to really take football seriously, and he's committed to making Georgia Tech football at the top of the football world where it should be. And I was like, geez, does he really mean that, or is he just saying that? Well, based on this hire, he's pretty serious about it. So hopefully J-Back come in here, make a hire. He knows Brent Key. Brent Key obviously was the offensive line coach for that 2017 Alabama national championship team. So he knows Brent Key. Perhaps he retains Brent Key. We'll have to see how the rest of the season goes for him. I'll let my thoughts be known on that. Personally, right now, I think it's a little too early to talk about retaining Brent Key, but we have plenty of time. We have the rest of the season to look and evaluate Brent Key, okay? So if that's kind of what you're thinking, then that's kind of where I'm at on that. And now look, Batt, he's got a real important hire to make. And so, hey, here's just hoping that he can freaking do that and raise some money, get us out of this debt, and get our freaking athletics budget going and everything like that. Some stadium renovations so I can stop hearing about freaking people complaining about Bobby Dodd. Look, there's a lot of work to do at Georgia Tech. A lot of work to do as if you're the athletic director. I had applied for myself, but for some reason they didn't hire me. I have big plans for us, but, sometimes when your athletic director, when you hire an athletic director from school, sometimes you see that athletic director will actually bring the head coach that's there over to the new school, kind of like Danny White did. He was at UCF, brought Josh Heupel over to Tennessee, and they're really good now. So perhaps we could see a similar situation where Nick Saban actually comes to Georgia Tech.